No, people, don't be the angry cat. Okay? Sure, we're dividing fractions and mixed numbers. We're using computation skills, multiplying, dividing, all right? But no, don't get angry at me because of it. We see this a lot. We see a lot of our computation skills that we're going to be using. And so, yeah, let's get into it here. So, the algorithm, the only thing that's going to change here, the only thing is that first step is that we're going to need improper fractions first. So this is no different than what we do with our multiplying. Again, they're very, very much related together. The only thing we've got to keep in mind is, the only thing that's different is this step number 2. That because we're dividing, we do need to rewrite. All right, and remember, when we rewrite, we're going to multiply, all right, by that reciprocal. And remember, reciprocal means to flip that fraction. Remember, it's always the second fraction that we're flipping. Always, 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 always. All right? We're still looking for cross division. We're still going to multiply across. And we're always going to check for simplifying at the end. Now, there shouldn't be a lot of that. If you're doing your cross division, you won't come across a lot of simplifying at the end. And that's one of the benefits of doing the cross division that's there. Okay, so let's get into here. Let's go to question number 2 here. 2/5 divided by 1 and 7/25. Okay, so step number 1 is improper fractions. Here's the thing, though. It's 2/5. I can't get into an improper fraction. It's just a fraction. Fine. Stay. Leave you alone. But the next one, the 1 and 7/25. Okay, so remember, it becomes a multiplication problem. So 25 times 1, 25. And then we add on that numerator. So 25 plus 7, 32. So it's 32/25. All right, again, we multiply, we add, keep that denominator the same. All right, so step 2 is to rewrite it. So it's 2/5 times 25/32. All right. Step number 3, cross division. So we're checking the diagonals there. I'm looking at that 5. I'm looking at that 25. What do you think? We can divide them both by 5. Yes, we can. So again, start with the smaller number. And the only person I can divide 5 by is a 5. So that's the only one to check. And sure enough, it's good. 5 divided by 5, a 1. A 25 divided by a 5, well, that's a 5. And again, a lot of times that smaller number will divide evenly into that larger number. And that's what happens here with the 2 and the 32. They're both even numbers. We can divide them by 2. 2 divided by 2, it's a 1. 32 divided by 2, well, remember, dividing by 2 is the same thing as just, hiya! That was my cut in half. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's 16. So, now we're ready to multiply across. 1 times 5, 5. 1 times 16, 16. And there's no simplifying here. There's nothing I can divide each of those guys by. So we are done. Show is over. All right. Let's go to question 5. Let's go to question 5 and try another one of these. So again, improper fractions. So we are multiplying and then we are adding. 4 times 8, 32. Plus the 3, 35. So we've got 35/4. All right. Divided by, now some of you guys are going to get greedy. Some of you guys are going to convert and flip at the same time and rewrite it. Hey, like I said, if you want to do that, that's your call. I got to be more of a step person. Otherwise, I make too many mistakes. 8 times 2, 16. 16 plus 5, 21. So it's 21/8. All right. So step 2 is to rewrite. So I leave that first guy alone. I change it to a multiplication problem. And we flip that second fraction. So let's check out the 4 and the 8 first. Again, a lot of times the smaller number works. So I'm going to check the 4. Yes, I can divide them both by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is a 1. 8 divided by 4 is a 2. Nice. Now look at the 35 and the 21. I cannot divide them both by 21. 35 divided by 21. No. So again, I go to the smaller number. See the 21. And I'm going to figure out, okay, what can I divide by? All right, well, I can do 21 divided by 3, but I'll be honest, I don't want to check 35 divided by 3. I don't know. I mean, 3 times 10 is 30, so it doesn't work. But again, bigger numbers. No. So, all right, what else can you divide 21 by? Well, use the pairs. You just use the 3, which means the partner to 3 has to work, which is 7. And we say partner because what is 3 times 7? It's 21. So anytime you find one number that works, typically there's always going to be that other number that you can check as well. And sure enough, yes, we can divide them both by 7. 21 divided by 7? The 3. 35 divided by 7? Well, it's a 5. Yeah. So now I can multiply across, and I get my 10/3. We can stop here. If you want to change it into a mixed number, you can. How many groups of 3 can you take out of 10? 3 of them. How many pieces were left over? Well, 3, 6, 9. I'm trying to get to 10, so there's one piece left over, and I was trying to put them in groups of 3. Again, nothing wrong with stopping right there. But again, if you do want to go mixed number, you are welcome to do that. All right. Memory game, no thank you. And yeah, there we go. There we go. So, yeah, hey, it's a process. It's a process. And again, what I can tell you is this technique, this is something you will make a lot of use out of moving forward. The fractions become, well, more typical. The decimals start to go away, and we don't really deal with decimals, and we deal with fractions, and especially improper fractions, which is why I said, like, hey, I'm good with the 10/3, because that's what you're going to do later on. So, again, don't be the angry cat, all right? We don't need any of that when it comes down to it. Choose to be someone like maybe a chicken. That's fine. I mean, Jaguar's fine. I think that's good, all right? I think Jaguar is okay. That's like an aggressive, like, I'm not scared. Like, let's do this. All right. Anyway, we'll see you later.